Okay. Okay, let us continue our discussion. Okay, on cooperative. Okay, I already mentioned before, okay, that yung primary cooperative, yung members nila, ang maximum holdings na nila up to 10%. Okay, kaya pag lumagpas ng 10%, automatic mapupunta yan sa cooperative. Okay, magiging part yan ng treasury shares. Okay, pero yung cooperative itself, allowed siyang mag-hold ng more than 10%. Okay, now, okay, let us proceed now sa assignment. Okay, halimbawa, I am a member of a cooperative. Can I transfer my interest to a third person? Okay, the answer is yes, provided na comply lahat ng requirement. Okay, number one, dapat na-hold mo na yung share for at least 1 year. Kasi halimbawa, 6 months mo palang na-hold yung share, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-transfer. Okay, number two, okay, dapat yung transferee is qualified for membership. Okay, kasi halimbawa, ang ginamit for instance is institutional, yung common bond of membership. Ang transfer, hindi naman siya employee ng same institution. Okay, it means absent yung requirement to. And number three, dapat in-approve siya ng board of director. Okay, ito yung importante, paki-check nyo to. Assignment is made to the cooperative. Okay, ibig sabihin ang pwede kasing maging transfer yung mismong cooperative. Or pwedeng existing member na ng cooperative or stranger pero qualified for membership. Okay, kaya tandaan nyo dapat sa assignment, dapat ang transferee must be the cooperative itself or pwedeng existing member na or qualified for membership siya. Ibig sabihin hindi pa siya member pero qualified siya for membership. Okay, and last requirement, dapat may approval ng board of director. Now, let us proceed now sa capital build-up. Sabi diyan, the bylaws of every cooperative shall be provided for a reasonable and realistic member capital build-up program to allow the continuing growth of members' investment in their cooperative as their economic condition continue to improve. Okay, now investment of capital. A cooperative daw may invest capital in any of the following. Okay, valid debenture or securities ng another cooperative. Okay, reputable bank daw in locality or any cooperative. Okay, government securities kasi mga safe investment ito. Real estate primarily for use of cooperative or its member and any other manner authorized daw in the bylaws. Okay, ano nga class yung revolving capital? I already mentioned it before. Pag sinabing revolving capital, ito yung deferment ng distribution ng interest on share capital and the patronage refund. Okay, kasi i-delay lang naman yung distribution. Kasi halimbawa ngayon, ang net surplus natin kunwari 10 million. Siyempre, mag-a-allocate ka for reserve fund. Okay, 10%. Education and training fund, 10%. Community Development Fund, 3%. Optional Fund na 7%. Kaya ang statutory reserve is 30%. Okay, the difference would be 70%. That is available for distribution sa interest on share capital and the patronage refund. Ngayon kung halimbawa, nag-decide for instance, okay, ang General Assembly. Okay, meaning nag-decide yung board of director kasi inauthorize sila ng General Assembly. Okay, pwedeng i-defer yung distribution nito. Okay, nung interest on share capital and the patronage refund. In that case, we called it a revolving capital. Now, since deferment lang to ng distribution, nung net surplus, okay, babayaran din yan Kaya, normally issuehan yung mga members ng tinatawag na revolving certificate. And what is the content of the revolving certificate? Siyempre, nakalagay dun yung serial number niya. Okay, yung name. Okay, yung member. Okay, yung amount na marireceive niya upon maturity. Okay, rate of interest to be paid. Okay, distinctly set forth the time of retirement of such certificate and the amount to be returned. Kasi nga, since dinifer lang yung distribution, pwedeng i-distribute next year na. Kaya nakalagay dun yung date kung kailan babayaran yung revolving certificate. Now, kumbaga parang, okay, yung declaration ng dividend, i-defer lang. Hindi mo na siya i-distribute among the members. Ngayon, meron tayong tatlong audit ng cooperative. Financial audit, okay, yung performance audit, and social audit. Okay, now qualification class ng external auditor. The financial audit daw shall be conducted by external auditor who satisfy all the following qualification. Dapat independent siya ng cooperative. Dapat member in good standing, okay, sa PICPA, and accredited ng both the BOA and the CDA. Kaya dalawa yung accreditation niya, accreditation ng Board of Accountancy as well as ng CDA. Okay, pero syempre bago ka makakuha ng okay, accreditation from the BOA, dapat ikaw ay member in good standing sa Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Okay, and the social audit shall be conducted by independent social auditor accredited by the CDA. Okay, now performance and social audit report which contain the findings recommendation of the auditor shall be submitted to the board. Pero pag financial audit report, okay, the auditor shall submit to the board of director and to the audit committee. The financial audit report which shall be in accordance with general accepted auditing standard for cooperative as jointly promulgated by the PICPA and the CDA. Thereafter, the Board of Directors shall present the complete audit report to the General Assembly in its next meeting. The auditor is not liable to any person in an action for defamation based on any act done or any statement made by him in good faith in connection with any matter he is authorized or required to do pursuant to this code. Okay, right to examine records. Parang same sa corporation law. Pag member ka of course ng cooperative, meron kang right to inspect yung cooperative record. Now, kailan siya? Okay, reasonable hour on a business day. Now, pwede ka mag-demand in writing at humingi ng copy, okay, of excerpt from such record without charge, except yung reproduction cost niya. Okay, ngayon, kung halimbawa, ayaw for instance ng existing director pa-inspect yung cooperative record, ano ang remedy of course dito ng member o nung other director? Parang same do sa corporation law sa Batas Pambansa bilang 68, pwede kayong mag-file ng action for damages. Tapos pangalawa, mag-file ka ng criminal case. Kasi meron tong penalty of imprisonment. Ang imprisonment niya is not less than 1 year, but not more than 5 years. Okay, at fine daw na not more than 50,000 pesos or pwedeng both at the discretion of the court. Ngayon, take note guys kung halimbawa ang prohibition for instance to inspect cooperative record, okay, yung record dito ayaw pa-inspect ng existing director through a board resolution. Lahat daw na nakapirma doon sa board resolution may be held criminally liable under Article 140 of Republic Act 9520. Pero kung wala naman siyang board resolution, kung sino lang yung director, okay, na nag-prohibit na pa-inspect yung cooperative record. Okay, only those person will be held criminally liable under Article 140 of RA 9520. Pero by the way, merong defenses available. Parang same dun sa BP 68. Kasi halimbawa, yung members na nag-inspect is acting in bad faith in making his demand. Meaning hindi yan for legitimate purpose. At pangalawa, nagkaroon siya ng improper use ng information before dun sa cooperative. Kung nare-recall niyo yung pinag-usapan natin yan before sa corporation law, mas expanded ron. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon ka ng misuse ng information before dun sa corporation mismo or any other corporation. Pero dito sa cooperative law, okay, with respect only to such cooperative. Ayan, record of such cooperative. Now, safety of records, sabi ng Article 84, every cooperative shall in its principal office daw keep and carefully preserve the records required by this code. Okay, to be prepared and maintained. It shall take all necessary precaution to prevent its loss, destruction, or falsification. Kaya ibig sabihin, okay, may duty yung cooperative na i-safely keep yung record. Dapat nakalagay yan sa principal office ng cooperative. Now, pag-usapan natin ang net surplus. Sabi dito, okay, any provision of law to the contrary notwithstanding, the net surplus daw shall not be construed as profit. Ibig sabihin yung net surplus daw hindi raw ito i-construed as profit, but rather excess of payment daw to made by members for loan borrowed. Kasi halimbawa, yung cooperative pinautang yung member ng 50,000. Tapos later on, nagbayad yung member sa cooperative nung 55. Di may difference na 5,000. Yung 5,000, part ng net surplus yan. Parang technically, profit din yan, di ba? Kasi yan yung excess eh. Okay? Kasi para lumalabas, yung 50,000, return of capital lang yun. Pero yung excess na 5,000, yun yung income na na-generate ng cooperative. Tapos another is goods and services availed by them from the cooperative. Kaya every time class na yung members nag-a-avail ng services ng cooperative, lumalabas part ng net surplus siya. Now, the difference of the right amount due to the members for their products sold or services rendered to the cooperative and other inflow of asset. Kumbaga mas broader lang siguro tong net surplus kesa dun sa talagang purely income or profit. Kaya other inflow of assets resulting from its other operating activities which shall be deemed to have been returned to them if the same is distributed as prescribed herein. Okay, kaya normally yung mga papasok dito doon sa gross surplus. Okay, para kasi yung net surplus dyan, parang gross surplus less yung operating expense. Lalabas yung net surplus. Okay, normally yung papasok doon yung mga fees na sinacharge ng cooperative sa member. Okay, membership fees as well as yung income from operation. Kung credit cooperative yan, normally yung interest income na nag-generate ng cooperative. Now, sabi niyan, every cooperative shall determine its net surplus at the close of every fiscal year and at such other time as may be prescribed by the bylaws. Ngayon, neto class, gusto kong i-memorize ninyo to. Yung order of distribution of net surplus. Kasi lumalabas, yung net surplus nyo, diba? May amount yan. Okay, ililess ninyo dito yung tinatawag na statutory reserve. Okay, tatlo yung statutory reserve dito. Okay? Technically, apat nga siya eh. Reserve fund, yun na kasi kino-combine ko ito, community development fund saka optional fund, okay, na 10%. Kaya reserve fund, 10%, ETF or education training fund na 10%, pero yung 10% ng ETF, mahahati yan sa 5% sa education and training talaga, at yung 5% naman mapupunta doon sa union or federation kung saan affiliated with yung cooperative. Community development fund na 3% and optional fund na 7%. And of course, the difference would be available for distribution to the members in the form of interest on share capital and what we call patronage refund. Kaya technically, 30% yung statutory reserve, 70% may be distributed to the members. Now, pero take note, kung nag-start pa lang yung cooperative for the first 5 years kasi, dapat ang reserve fund nyo is 50%. Kung 50% yun, edi lumalabas technically 50 plus 20, 70% ang statutory reserve, 30% lang ang pwedeng i-distribute sa members in the form of interest on share capital and the patronage refund. Pero after 5 years kasi, pwede na siyang i-reduce, okay, up to 10%. Now, punta tayo sa reserve fund. Ano ba yung nature ng reserve fund? Sabi dito, ulitin ko lang ha, ang reserve fund is at least 10% ng net surplus. Okay? Pero pag nasa first year of operation pa lang yung cooperative for the first 5 years, lumalabas, okay, 50% ang reserve fund. Pero pwede siyang i-reduce after 5 years. Now, ano bang purpose ng reserve fund? Sabi ko ang purpose niyan is stability ng cooperative. Kasi ulitin ko sa inyo, mag-imagine na lang kayo kung per share pa lang ng cooperative, lahat ng net surplus dinidistribute nyo na kagad sa member, unstable yung cooperative. Kasi after 2 to 3 years lang, baka magsara agad yung cooperative. Kaya yung reserve fund, yan yung ginagamit natin for stability ng cooperative. Saka pangalawa, para i-meet yung net losses niya. Ngayon, the General Assembly daw may decrease the amount allocated to the reserve fund when the reserve fund already exceed the share capital. Pero hanggang 10% lang. Now, any sum recovered on item previously charged to the reserve fund shall be credited to such fund. The reserve fund thou shall not be utilized for investment other than those allowed in this code. Such sum of reserve fund in excess of share capital may be used at any time for any project that would expand the operation of cooperative upon resolution of the General Assembly. Now, upon the resolution of the cooperative, the reserve fund shall not be distributed among the members. Di ba pinag-usapan na natin kanina to? Yung na-accumulate yung reserve fund, pag na-dissolve yung cooperative, hindi yan i-distribute sa members, but rather, may option yung cooperative, either mag-create ng usufructory trust fund, para sa benefit ng union or federation kung saan affiliated with yung cooperative, or pwedeng i-donate siya sa community kung saan nag-ooperate yung cooperative. Pangalawa, yung education and training fund. Sabi ko nga, yung 5% or 1/2 niyan mapupunta sa education and training purpose talaga. Tapos yung another 1/2 mapupunta sa union or federation kung saan affiliated with yung cooperative. Community development fund na 3% and optional fund na 7%. Kaya yung balance dito is 70%. Yung lumalabas na 70%, pwede siyang i-distribute kasi sa interest on share capital saka patronage refund. Board of Directors ang magde-determine ng distribution. Pwede nyo gawing 50-50. Pero may limitation siya. Mamaya ko explain sa inyo yung limitation. Kasi merong limitation yung patronage refund. Now, ibig sabihin yung patronage refund, meron siyang limitation. Tandaan nyo yan ha, 5%, 5%. Pero 10% yung total niya. Community Development Fund na 3%. Ito yung sa Community Development Fund shall be used for project or activities that will benefit the community. Now, kailangan kasi may mga activity ginagawa yung cooperative for the benefit ng community. Kasi otherwise, babagsak sila sa social audit. Now, another is optional fund, a land and building and other necessary fund na 7%. Now, by the way, paki-check nyo na lang sa yung nakalagay na item dito, at least 10%. Ibig sabihin, minimum siya. Pwede nyo dagdagan. Ito naman, maximum na 10%. Kaya pwede siyang bawasan. Not be less than 3%. Kaya ibig sabihin, minimum of 3%, pwedeng dagdagan. And ito naman is not exceeding 7%. Maximum siya. Now, optional fund is 7%. Tapos yung remaining balance nga, I repeat, di-distribute yan in the form of interest on share capital and the patronage refund. Now let us compute. Gawa tayo ng computation. Lumalabas dito, unless otherwise provided in the bylaws of the cooperative, share capital shall earn an interest, the rate of which shall be computed as follows. Bali, X times net surplus less statutory reserve over total average share month. Date of payment of interest. Unless otherwise provided in the bylaws daw, payment of members' interest on paid share capital must be made on such date as may be determined by the board of directors. Sa amin kasi normally ang distribution ng interest on share capital as well as patronage refund is February. Mga first to second week of February. Yan yung determination normally ng board of directors sa amin. Now, suspension of payment of interest. The General Assembly daw, however, upon recommendation ng board of directors, may defer payment. I-defer yung distribution ng interest on share capital and patronage refund. Kaya magiging siya. Yung tinatawag nating revolving capital. Kasi di ba sabi kong revolving capital, ito yung deferment ng distribution ng interest on share capital and the patronage refund. Now, ito yung limitation, class ha. By the way, ano ba yung nature ng patronage refund? Kasi nga, ang nature niya parang every time the members okay, ibig sabihin every time the members patronize the product of the cooperative, okay, babalik din sa kanila to in the form of a patronage refund. Okay, kaya halimbawa credit cooperative, yung members utang ng utang. Okay, syempre bayad siya ng bayad ng interest sa cooperative. Pero babalik din naman sa kanya to in the form of patronage refund. Kaya tulad ko, as member ng cooperative sa credit cooperative, never pa yata ako nag-borrow sa aming cooperative. Hindi ko nga, nagtataka lang kung bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa ako tinatanggal as member. Okay? Now, okay, siguro hindi lang nila alam yung provision sa batas na kapag pag ang member ay hindi pinapatronize yung product ng cooperative, then ground yan for valid termination. Okay, pero by the way, yun nga, kaya pagdating sa dividendo, ang natatanggap ko lang ay interest on share capital pero wala akong nare-receive na patronage refund kasi hindi naman ako nagkakaroon ng borrowing sa cooperative. Ngayon, sabi ko ganito, di ba yung net surplus less statutory reserve, may natitirang balancing 70%. Okay? Yung normal lang ha. Ngayon, pwede itong i-distribute. Sabi ko nga sa interest on share capital, saka yung tinatawag na patronage refund. Ngayon, ito pwedeng gawin ng board na 50-50. Discretion ng board yan eh. Pwede bang gawing 60-40? Actually, pwede rin. 60-40 ang distribution. Pwede rin 70-30. Pero kung gagawin for instance na 75 to at 25% to, bawal siya. Sapagkat ang sabi ng batas, amount allocated to patronage fund shall not be less than 30% of the net surplus after deducting statutory reserve. Kaya since bumaba ng 30% ito, hindi na pwede. Kaya 70-30 pwede yan. Paano yung pangalawa? Paano kung halimbawa ganito? Ito yung interest on share capital, patronage refund. Ang ginawa ko naman, ito ay sabihin natin class na 40-60. Okay, pwede ba yan? Yes. Okay, 35. Okay, 65. Pwede ba yan? Yes. Pero kung gagawin ko for instance na 70 to, 30 to, hindi siya allowed. Why? Kasi dapat, ito raw, patronage refund, hindi raw siya pwedeng maging twice ng interest on share capital. Kasi kung 30% ito, pag tinimes to ko dyan, 60%, mas mataas na ito, twice nitong interest on share capital. Unlike ito, 35 times 2 is 70%. Kaya lumalabas kahit i-twice ko to, hindi naman mas mataas ito sa 70%. Kaya allowed pa to. Yan lang yung limitation na nakalagay under the implementing rules. Okay? Now, kaya yan yung lumalabas na limitation lang sa patronage refund. Now, punta tayo sa illustration. Okay? Halimbawa ganito, ito yung financial operation. Interest income on loan, service fee, membership fees, lumalabas gross surplus 876,500, less operating expense na 342. Lalabas ang net surplus nyo is 534. Tapos i-distribute natin yun. Yung 534, magkakaroon ng allocation sa reserve fund, 10% nito, 10% din sa education and training fund, pero mahati sa 5%, saka 5%. Tapos ito naman is 10%. Okay, bali pinagsama ko na dyan yung community development fund na 3%, saka optional fund na 7%. Total is 10%. Kaya ang statutory reserve natin is technically is 30%. Kaya sabi ko nga 534 times 30%, ito yung lalabas dyan. Pag ito tinimes ko ng 70%, lalabas itong remainder or yung balance na available for distribution sa members. Kaya lumalabas 50% okay, on interest share capital sa capital 50% on patronage refund. Ang nag-determine nitong 50% na yan is board. Pwede nyo i-adjust yan, wag lang kayo mag-violate ng limitation. Okay, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. Okay. Ngayon, halimbawa, okay, ito kunwari class yung lumalabas na, okay, average capital ng members. Kunwari ito ha, kunwari Ray, pag inad mo lahat yan, lalabas niyan ang average monthly contribution niya, 1,950. Bali, i-add mo lang lahat yan January to December divided by 12. Ganon din kay Jay, i-add mo divided by 12. Ganon din kay Jan, Romel, and Joven. Okay? Kaya lumalabas, ang tanong kasi magkano matatanggap na interest ni Ray, Jan, John, Romel, Joven, others. Okay, para ma-compute mo yan, ang rate of interest is equal to x1 times net surplus less statutory reserve over total average share month. 50%, ito sabi ko dinetermine ng board. 534 minus statutory reserve na 30%, 186,900. Actually, itong 186,900, pwedeng shortcut mo na yan eh. 534,000 times 0.70%. Tapos divided by total average, ito yung average share month nung lahat ng members. Kaya ang rate of interest is 0.63799283154. Kaya pag tinanong kita, magkano matatanggap ni Ray, Jan, Romel, Joven, others na interest on share capital? Bali, 1,950 multiply by the factor, lalabas ito. Okay? Ito. Laka ito. Okay? Pangalawa, yung patronage refund naman. Bali, x2 times net surplus less statutory reserve total over total interest on loan. 50% to, 534 minus 160,200 divided by 849,500. Technically, ito nga, sabi ko yung net surplus, times mo ng 70%, yan din yan eh. Tapos divided by 849,500. Now, i-divide mo ng total interest on loan. Kasi, di ba yung patronage refund, kung credit cooperative kasi yung example natin. Pag credit cooperative, lumalabas ang income na na-generate ng cooperative sa members is in the form of interest. Kaya babalik din ito sa mga members in the form of patronage refund. Kaya ang denominator ko, yung total interest sa loan. Kaya kung babalikan mo ito, ito yung lumalabas na total interest income on loan, yung 849,500. Kaya ang denominator natin, 849,500. Lalabas sa rate of interest is 0.2200117716. Hindi ko na lang siya ni-round off. Kaya lalabas si Ray, ang matatanggap niya sa interest on loan is 2.1. Okay? 2.1 yung interest niya on loan. Ang marireceive niyang patronage refund rito is 462. Kasi lumalabas 2.1 times the factor, yan yung marireceive niya, 462. Okay? Kaya, halimbawa, tinanong ka, magkano matatanggap, halimbawa, sa part ni Jan, magkano matatanggap niyang dividendo? Okay? Answer, yung 385 na patronage refund plus yung interest on share capital niya, okay, na 638. Yan yung total dividend niya. Pero sabi ko sa inyo, kung hindi ka nagpa-patronage ng product ng cooperative, edi wala kang matatanggap na patronage refund. Purely interest on share capital ka lang. Okay, end of cooperative code. Tapos na. Okay.